The onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley. On a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 40 with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Flag 20. Mark 54. Watch the Snickers. 66. Flag 3.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards on the play.
First down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Keep these two. Showing it. Hatchet. Check 3. Take 2 of them.
This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 2nd down, it's Thompson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He was looking for Matthews that time. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here we go. 180. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought. Down up near midfield.
Gain of 9 yards. And the 49ers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's got room. He won't go down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing.
13.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We're scoreless after 1.
Here we go. 180. 98 for Mike. Come on, baby. 2.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 180. 21.
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Ben leaves to counter on the draw. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. Roethlisberger keeps it, and he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
Start! Flat 5! 57 to Mike. Good track, good track. Black and burn!
This time, Roethlisberger will throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here we go. Like 20.
98's the mic.
Here we go.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 39-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
Keep playing hard.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Got a man, he finds Sanders. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former fifth-round pick. I remember that game, December against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They run with Breida. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Brings up second and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Win championships, baby. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
To throw is Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 54 yards away. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, Maybe it's like my wedge. When you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Again, a run with Thompson. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now.
Here we go. Black 80.
Right there, 56. You must be.
Hey, alert. 8. Bravo.
56 is the mark.
Black is on.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
First down, Steelers.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's got the tight end, Vanette. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
61. Match box, right.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
77.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Washington, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold it and complete the touchdown pass.
Extra point put through by and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again. Cameron Hayward able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Steelers take over first
Play
and
to
10
win.
at
Let's
their own
go.
20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
50.
Roethlisberger. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
A gain of 14.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try to loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, you know, in this situation, they're making the adjustment to be more aggressive. You got to wrap that football up.
Yeah, it always amazes me that people don't understand that well because you're going to come in as a defense. The first guy makes the tackle, you try and stand up the ball carrier, and here come the rest of the guys trying to knock the ball out.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Garoppolo to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Now Garoppolo. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go with Thompson again. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Here's Jordan Berry now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. And here's where I'm perfectly